return on my investment. So what is the ROI? If I attend today's workshop, I am paying few thousand rupees as a fees. What is the ROI? That is a thinking of a buyer. Thinking of a seller, how can I give more than the worth of the training for which you are paying? So if I am a good buyer, so when I go for somebody else's workshop as a participant, what I am looking for? Something extra on top of syllabus. What else I will get? Will I meet good participants? Will I connect with somebody? Will I get business out of it? Right? So if I am thinking like a buyer at the time of selling, if I also think like my prospective buyer, then I become good seller. So this kind of approach, and probably sir will agree with me, this type of approach was there 10 years back, 15 years back, 20 years back. Whatever you have, you just get rid of it. Or 30 years back, there was no other option for many products. Bajaj scooter, waiting time, few months, few years, right? Why? Because there was no competition. Today, if I want to buy a scooter, I can buy it in 1 hour. Any scooter, I can buy it in 1 hour. Any scooter. Not Honda Activa or something like that. Then again there is a waiting. Why? Because now today there is a competition. And when there is a competition, then I have more options. When I have more options, then I can select anything. This situation is today. 10 years back, 20 years back, this situation was not there. So now how we have to think as a sellers is that if I give a particular product, if I sell this whiteboard marker to Sachin, how can I benefit Sachin? So imagine that this whiteboard marker tomorrow will come with some digital display which will give tips or notes for today's workshop. Will it be useful? Will the delivery of the workshop probably will be better than today? Probably yes. So can I add value to my customer's customer is today's rule. Can I add value to my customer's customer is today's rule. Example, Yeshwant Institute participants are here, right? What you are into? Coaching students for computer skills, right? So who are their clients? Immediate client? Students. Okay? And next to next client? Yes, industry, employers, companies who are going to recruit them. So if they don't think in terms of how their customer is going to benefit, that is how ABC IT company is going to benefit by recruiting XYZ from Yeshwant Institute. If that is not happening, then Yeshwant Institute may not be able to continue its business for a longer term. Is it so? But why they are able to continue is because they are thinking of their customer's customer. Right? Amol deals in travel and tourism. Who is his customer? And corporates can also be a customer. Who is the second level customer? For an individual, imagine if it's an individual, can family members become customers? Right? So my wife Prajakta decides where we want to go. Right? After her decision, if I don't like the place, I will not tell the travel company, I will not tell Amol that place was bad. I will tell Prajakta, place is bad, you did the selection. So for an individual also the customer is within the family, and for corporate client, immediate customer is a company, but real customer is second level is that person who is taking a business trip. Is it so? So how can I benefit my customer's customer? Are you thinking in these terms today? How many of you think in these terms today? Sometimes, somewhere, occasionally, may not be every day, unknowingly, knowingly, right? So today's selling is more about how I can add profit to my customer and my customer's customer. How can I add profit? Objective today is not how can I get rid of my product, how can I get rid of my services. These kind of sellers will not remain in market for many number of years. Is it so?
Because most of the businesses have got this through referrals.
Through referrals, word of mouth is the world's most popular and proven technique of selling. Right? But I think in mutual fund or this investment industry also few years back there were different kind of financial schemes available which were giving high returns. Okay? And those intermediaries or those investment consultants who were not there for long terms also sold those kind of a products at very high margins. Okay? But those who sold those kind of products at very high margin are not there in business today. Probably he is there in business for 30 years is because repeatedly doing good thing for a customer. Otherwise you cannot be in any business for 30 years. Is it so? So today's selling is not about how I can get rid of my products and services. It's more about how can I add profit to my customer. One extreme example, I'll just think loudly if Vinay gives me permission. Mainframe computers, so services related or development related to mainframe computers his company does, which is nothing but a high level, highly complex kind of a job. So imagine a bank is having mainframe computer, I'm just doing loud thinking, correct me. They do batch processing in the end of all the transaction happened and all that, right? So that tomorrow or after 1 hour your bank balance should be the exact bank balance. And if that mainframe computer doesn't work, the bank or insurance company or mutual fund company may not be able to work. Okay? So his customer's customer, his customer's customer. So imagine his customer is ICICI Bank. Imagine he doesn't have any domestic business, but imagine it's ICICI Bank, okay, or Bank of America. The customer is that company, but real customer is customer's customer. If he is helping his customer's customer, his immediate customer will automatically come to him. Why? Because he is thinking of, he is taking care of my headache. Okay? So this is today's selling. Today's selling is not about how to get rid of my products and services. That is first point. Okay? How can I get rid of my products and services is not the way to sell today. So how to sell it? How it's changing? So I'll give you different examples. Number of these examples are my personal examples. You can also give your examples as to how you are using technology for buying. But I'm just giving examples since I like to read and I buy a lot of books online or search for books online. How many of you buy books online? Okay, have you used Google Books? Okay, so I'll just give you example of Google Books, which is nothing but aggregator of all the books available in the world. Okay, so imagine I want to find or search for a particular book. I have to just go to Google Books and I can search any books like any other search. Like any other search also it will display results. But what is the difference? I will quickly show you. Is that I have searched for books on topic selling. Okay, I have got few books and from the URL you can find out that these books details are available on Google Books. What is important is, I think I missed that slide. Okay, got it, sorry. What Google Books will do is think about its customer's customer. So it's searching inside the books also. Does which are the online book selling websites from which you buy? Example, Amazon, Flipkart. Does Flipkart will give you search results like this within the book? But Google Books will give you those results. Not only that you can see that results 5 out of 10, 5 out of 100. Previous, next, you can also navigate through the exact term for which you are searching within the book. Number of times, table of contents and many chapters in so many books are available for free. Right? So imagine you are using things like Kindle Reader or something like that, you will immediately find out that. But if nothing is available, Google Books is the best place. Since I have to use this resource because I cannot buy every book available under the sun. Okay? I have to search like this. Not only that, on left hand side you will just find this list. Are you able to see this list? Little bit. It's showing a1books.co.in, Reddit Books, Flipkart, Infinity. Not only I can find out about the book, but I can also find out where this book is available. So I can go to all these 4 websites, okay, and when I click those links, it will immediately show you whether that book is available on that website or not. Best part is, if I just make 4 clicks, I can find out from where I can get the cheapest book. Although that may not be your objective every time, but if the option is available, why not? Okay, so this is one way how my buying is changing. So I am taking you back to our topic. We are discussing how selling is changing, but I am focusing on how buying is changing, so that accordingly we have to change our. This is Flipkart. Okay, so when you go to a site like Flipkart, see what are all the options available. One of my friends, she tells me that Sachin, I am never comfortable on online payments, but Flipkart offers me at the time of delivery I can pay the cash on the spot. That deal, no problem. Was this available 2 years back, 3 years back, 4 years back? No, it was not available. Today it's available. Not only that, EMI is also available, right? 2 days back, Economic Times front page, both sides. 2 leading mobile companies, full page ads. Apple, anybody has seen? And Samsung, full page ad. And their ad focus was, if you purchase it from say Standard Chartered or ICICI Bank, so if you have those specific credit cards, this is nothing but type, this is nothing but community. My customer is my community. Am I helping my customer by tying up with somebody? So some vague example. 2 days back I read that Mahindra and Mahindra has electric vehicle Riva. Have you heard of? Have you seen that vehicle? They have done tie-up with Vodafone. Anybody has read this news item? 2 days back only. You can download a mobile app from Vodafone. Through that mobile app, you can check or switch on, switch off your Reva. You can check its battery power status and things like that. I was only aware of using this mobile and all that for CCTV control and things like that. But this is where we can actually in reality control our vehicle by being anywhere in the world. Right? So this is how we are changing the way we buy. Now this book is available. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
This book is available, but do I have example not available? Okay, but you will also get a box like this. Whenever book is not available, you will get a box. You just have to enter your email ID and click a button called as notify me. The moment that book is available, you immediately get the email. You immediately make a purchase. Done. But compare it with our old model of buying books. Bookshop, make a phone call or physically go to a bookstore and tell the shop owner that I am looking for this book. Whenever it comes, please call me, and you will never get that call. Now you don't have to worry about this. Why? Because today technology is helping me in my buying process. Okay? Anybody has used deal sites? You have used? You have used? She is smiling, very happy with deal sites. Okay.
Not only availability, we also get alerts of price when price comes low.
Can you give example what exactly
Now, suppose
deal you had?
when I search for mobile phones, I usually whenever if I have to buy or I don't if I don't want to buy, still I search for different mobiles
Okay.
and search for a best deals. But suppose I want to buy a Samsung Note and Flipkart I search on Google that I want cost of Samsung Galaxy Note 2, right, in India. So the different sites comes, right? But if you go on a particular site, mysmartprice.com, we get competitive prices from different sites. But then we have to search that from which site
We have to buy.
we have to buy and which is beneficial and which is trustable also. Three things we will search. And if at all I get a best option from traders.com suppose, then still if I think that today the price is 35,000, I am not interested in this. Please notify me when the price comes
Goes
down.
down.
So I make the alerts on that. And then
When you get alert, you will buy that
yeah, not only this is only for mobile, this is for different things also.
products. Anybody else has bought any deal? Example you can give? Any deal? Anybody?
Times deal,
No,
restaurant.
you have bought your own example.
Sir, I
Experience.
have
No,
also purchased many.
I've bought 4 times deal.
You have bought many
Yeah,
things.
restaurant.
Okay, those who have not at all visited any deal sites. Okay, deal site, getting a deal is an American culture. Okay, we as a
Visited lots of them but never purchased anything.
that's okay. So deal is nothing but American culture. So entire
In this, sorry,
yeah.
Mr. Abdul,
Go ahead.
in this, I would like to give an input also. Ki, if whenever we want to buy a product, XYZ product, and when we search on Google, competitive prices comes on that, right? But as you set a notify alert or availability or price also, right? We also can search for that product. Coupons also are available. Different companies use coupons
Discount
also.
coupons.
Discount coupon also. In that case also we keep alerts for that. So whenever we want to buy a product, we are interested, but we are not interested to buy on that price. We can search for coupons.
Okay.
Then we can make availability of that, and then we can proceed for that also.
Great, new example. So, deal is nothing but American culture. Why? Because American economy focuses or American businesses focus on one thing, that is availability of resources at a particular point of time. As simple as that. Example, Dell computers, anybody is using Dell? Any product? Okay. So, imagine that you call up a Dell helpline to buy a computer, and at that particular point of time you ask them that I want RAM of 2 GB. Exactly at same point of time, the person who is taking your phone call has observed through a computer system that 2 GB RAMs are not available, but 4 GB RAMs are available. Okay, and you as a seller are authorized to give discount to people who are interested in buying 2 GB RAM. So on a phone call, you say that you are looking for 2 GB RAM. Oh, it's very nice to tell you that at the same price you are getting 4 GB RAM. Do you want it? Will you say no? But in reality, the availability of 2 GB RAM is not there. But smartly using information technology, Dell can help its seller, okay, to help its customer. First customer of Dell is internal customer. Okay, other than Michael Dell, there is no Dell in Dell. Right? So first customer is internal customer. Company is thinking about customers. Customer. Okay. So through deal sites, in simple terms, we can get discount for things, products, services which otherwise will not deduct single rupee as a discount from their price. Example, when I used to go to buy clothes with my parents 20 years back, 25 years back, at the time of making a final bill, my parents will always ask, what is a discount? Okay? Why they used to ask this question was very simple, that there was personal relationship with the shopkeeper. Today, in spite of developing a personal relationship with the seller in a shop or a mall, tomorrow that person will change job and will go to some other place. So your relationship development has gone down. So those kind of things don't work today. So now what we have to do is, we have to go to deal sites and find out today at this point of time you are giving me discount on this specific product from which seller. So now question is same. Are you giving discount? Okay. So deal sites, and there are so many good examples are available. I use Snapdeal, sometimes Times Deal, or one more also deal site I have used. Clisma, Groupon.com. So sorry, eBay. So different sites have different benefits. So typical customer who is new to deal sites will say that imagine if Snapdeal is taking payment from me and selling me some kind of a jewelry. Okay, if I make a payment and there is nothing that I get back in return of my payment, what will happen? Trust pay. 100% money back guarantee and free returns. If you don't like what you have bought, return. Why this policy is there? Because of fear of a buyer. That online may be a cheating. Okay. Few more examples I will quickly show you. Imagine you want to go to Marriott. Okay. What you can do is you can get straight away 50% discount. For each person you have to pay 75 rupees. So imagine 10 of us are going to Marriott for having a lunch or a dinner buffet. What we have to pay is 750 rupees to Snapdeal and give that deal code to Marriott at a time of billing, and they will give us 50% discount. Somebody else who is sitting next to us, not aware of deal sites, is paying 50% more. Our happiness increases. Why? Because this is the smart way of buying deal sites. Some examples of how our behavior is changing in terms of buying. Policy Bazaar. Okay. These sites are called as nothing but aggregators. Aggregators. So I can find out policies from LIC, policy from Bharti Extra or some other company or things like that at one place. So I can make my search based on my need, and I did not go to, say for example, ICICI Lombard or some specific website. So I can find type of policy. If I want to take a policy for my car, then make, model and all that. Once I click submit, I can submit my email ID, I can submit my phone number, then I will get a call back saying that what exactly is looking for, what is the tenure and all that. So I can make one contact and can find out best deal. But imagine that I have to contact each agent of each insurance company. It is tough time, because typically anybody insurance agent sitting here. Okay, so if I ask you for one product, will you tell me to have more products?
There are no categories you can take all insurance.
No, but typical insurance agent, if I inquire for Mediclaim, the value,
Only one.
since he is in business for 30 years, but new insurance agent, why you are going for Mediclaim? Take this term insurance, take that thing. Here, I am in control. There, agent is in control, right? This is the difference. One more example. We all believe in recommendations, right? So when somebody friend recommends that go to this restaurant, it's good, 100% good. When that is bad, 100% bad. Why? Because our preferences match. As he said, word of mouth is the best way to sell. So if I want to travel to some place, say for example, Amol should take note all these things is, if I will go to TripAdvisor and I can search for hotels, flights, restaurants and destinations, and I can find out feedback about those specific hotels or destinations. That imagine I want to go to some hotel in Mahabaleshwar, which I am not aware, website is looking excellent. But in reality, because on a website there are testimonials, right, or feedbacks. Will you put any bad feedback on your website? Nobody will, right? So I go to TripAdvisor. I search for specific hotel, location, venue, event, whatever, and I find out feedback. If the feedback is good, I go ahead. But this is not free. In community, if you want to take something, you have to give something. So what I do, places where I go and I like, I give them a recommendation. Places where I go and I dislike, I make sure that I also mention that this place is not good because XYZ thing happened. Now see, we are developing community on TripAdvisor. Nobody is selling anything, nobody is buying anything. We are just referring each other whether this place is good or bad. Okay? Now, like that you can see one note there. Thanks for your review, the Rasoi Rami guest line. You are able to see this?
Yes.
Because I have logged into the site and recently I had provided feedback for Rami. Why? Because I got good deal through Clisma. One more deal site, one more example I will give you. And then you are helping others to buy good things. Community development, this is one way. So, like this. So you can find out the different hotel reviews. You also can find out the rankings of those reviews. If you are searching for some specific place in some specific city, you can find out good restaurants in that city. That is destination wise. This you never ask for, but this is additional. And then you can find out all the popular destinations in India and click anywhere and move on. Okay? Anybody has used pre-approved loan or something like that? Pre-approved loan. Anybody has used? Are you aware what is pre-approved loan? You have used it? You have used it? I have used it for my car loan. What I did, I logged into ICICI bank account. Okay, I went to loan section and pre-approved loan section. I found out what is the amount of loan available to me. I activated that link, which is available for stipulated period of time, few days or months or weeks, something like that. Okay? No questions asked. Whatever is the amount mentioned, guaranteed loan you will get. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to discuss. I don't have to provide 6 monthly mail statement. I don't have to provide my salary slip. I don't have that, but I don't have to provide. Okay? No questions asked. Will you take such loan? Why not? Available because of technology, nothing else. This is the way our buying is changing. Anybody has received pre-approved credit card? Number of us. Okay? If you remember 10 years back, 15 years back, we used to be behind credit card sellers to get a credit card. Today it's exactly opposite. If you want one credit card, 10 are ready to give you credit cards. Right? So you need not go to one specific bank. You can go to bankbazaar.com, which is nothing but aggregator. Put in your request, what exactly you are looking for, and automatically a suggestion will be given to you. What we are discussing buying, we are not discussing selling. Okay, this is pre-approved credit card. Some more examples. I'll quickly give you. So, are you with me that the way we are buying is changing?
Yes.
And if it's not changing, this is the right time to change because we are losing on discounts and good offers. Okay? So, what to focus in new way of selling is number one, buying process is changing faster than selling process. Do you agree?
Yes.
The way your customers are buying right now, the products and services, are you matching their needs? May or may not. Okay? Company can access 20 times as much information about your competitor as they could access 5 years ago. Is it? So, forget the numbers. Is it the reality today that you can find out n number of competitors for any product within a minute on internet? Okay? If you have lesser time than internet, then simply make a phone call to Just Dial for any consumer products. Okay? Not only you have to make any other call, sellers will call you back. Have anybody has used Just Dial? I use it extensively. Okay, and it's excellent way of doing research also. You don't have to waste time. Business to business. How many of you are into business to business? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 also. We are saying one company is selling products or services to another company, organization, institution. Technology buyers, your question, technology is selling. Technology buyers